Recently, we got a group of sales reps together to talk to our publishing divisions about the way their roles are changing and the creative ways that they're working with their accounts. Well, a few years ago, reps would have spent most of their time in a back office of an account, working with a buyer, going through the catalog page by page and writing orders. They're now doing a lot of marketing directly to the community. They're working with traditional bookstores, but they're also working with libraries, non-traditional accounts, superstores, as well as the independent bookstores.
In the fourth quarter of last year, we did 60 bookstore presentations, reaching over 1,300 booksellers.
Get a staff member who's excited about a book, a whole store can adopt that book. And that leads to longer and better in-store placement.
Katie Meehan and our Random House children's rep, Dina Meyerhoff, spoke at Elliott Bay Bookstore in Seattle to their booksellers. And they also invited 5 other bookstores to send their staffs along. So in that one evening, our 3 reps touched 6 bookstores in the Seattle area, about 30 different staff members. And those staff members are going to go back and recommend these books.
When you get Random House reps on social media, the passion and enthusiasm that they have for their books, coupled with the information and knowledge we gain in our day jobs, really creates a sense of credibility and engenders trust. Since 2008, Ann Kingman and I have been producing a weekly podcast called Books on the Nightstand. Last year launched the Books on the Nightstand Weekend Retreat that we had in April in Manchester, Vermont with the Northshire Bookstore. There were 75 Books on the Nightstand Booktopia attendees, some of whom traveled from Switzerland, Germany, Canada, Australia, and all across the US. Many Random House reps are also on Twitter with nearly 16,000 followers combined, and they're a perfect complement to the corporate Twitter accounts that are out there, because we can share the passion that we have for a book, whether it has a 5,000 first print or a 500,000 first print.
Field and national account reps are currently calling on about 100 of the top Barnes & Noble stores throughout the country. They go in and do staff presentations and consumer presentations just to really raise the title awareness in those stores.
I was lucky enough last week to participate in the Barnes & Noble Booksellers School. This is a program where B&N brings in this case, booksellers from 32 stores around the metropolitan area to hear from their management and their buyers about initiatives, strategies, and product. It was really a terrific response I got. I was scheduled for an hour, and not because I talked so long, I was given an hour and a half because of all of the questions and the comments I received. And my favorite comment perhaps was, "I can't wait to bring this information back to my store."
Mass merchandise accounts are the big box retailers. They're discount chains, grocery stores, price clubs. And they are looking for ways to create some excitement in their book departments.
This year, Random House will be the one publisher that has a large range of autographed stock in Target and Costco. So we definitely see this as a big competitive advantage for our authors. This past February at Wegmans saw the start of a new book club program thanks to the persistence of our rep, Steve Maddock, that would allow them to develop a stronger voice to their customers and at the same time highlight some of our strongest trade paperbacks.
Sales reps can really help with author events in a number of ways.
Random House reps are working harder than ever now to really maximize those events. We're working with our booksellers to plan the marketing, plan the publicity. We're making sure that we get galleys into the hands of the right booksellers at those stores so they can read the books, talk up the events with their customers in their conversations, really get everybody excited about it. Random House Field Sales Force started a Twitter account called Live at Random, and we describe this as a virtual front row seat for some of the most interesting author events at some of the coolest bookstores in America.
The reps are finding new and creative ways every day to reach people who have a say about books and a voice about books in the community.